Hello everybody, this is Amy from Amy's Sparkly Diamond Painting, and I've got a little WIP and Chat here. We'll probably go just a little bit, maybe 20-30 minutes. I don't like to do longer ones, but I'll start out here, show you what I'm working on. This is one that I found at Walmart here in town earlier this week. And this is a butterfly painting. I don't see a name on this one. It probably was up here at the top and torn off. But this is a round from Diamond Dots. This is one of the budget kits from Walmart. Design size is 54 by 27 centimeters. It is a partial here. The bottom is not worked. Normally I don't do partials, but for this one, the price was right, and I really love butterflies, and I love the rainbow colors. So it has 32 colors, 15,846 drills, and I am very near the end here. So let me scroll through. It's a little bit zoomed in here, but you can see I've done the reds, oranges, yellow, green, blue. Now I'm down to the last 3 colors or so on the purple. Now the pen that I'm using is one that I've been using for a while. I have never bought a hand-turned pen on Etsy or anything like that. I spent a long time just using the ones that came with the kits. But this one is a Diamond Art Club pen. I found that they are the right size and weight for my hand, so I really like these. This is the second one. The first one broke when my dog got a hold of it, so I bought another one, and this one is working just great. I have a few other bigger pens that I bought on Amazon, but they're heavy and I don't like them as much. So I'm definitely more of a person that prefers the thinner pens. So this one does have a bump in the middle and a place to hold there at the end. I do have one of the large metal multi-placers on here. This is a thin Diamond Art Club multi-placer. I love the thin ones. I think this one can hold up to 10 diamonds on there for the squares, but this is a round kit, so it can't hold quite as many. And the putty in there is from Randa's Crafty Corner. This is Wild Rose scent that I have in there. And for my single placer, I use all sorts of things. Just depends on my mood and what I have within reach of me. So I use glue dots, but when they start getting unsticky, I'll add wax to the top or putty, all sorts of things. So this is Patty Wax, and this is a lavender scent. So my glue dot has indeed become a little less sticky, so I've been using this evening. And my tray, this is one of the smaller Add More Zest trays from Rebecca. I actually won this in their giveaway that they had between Christmas and New Year's. And it came as a set, so I have a bigger one and a small one. But I like this tray because it seems like the ridges to hold the different rows of diamonds are a little bit taller than a standard tray here, like that one from Diamond Art Club. So I do like how this one works. It's easy to shake the drills. Now if I'm using AB drills though, because those ridges are a little bit bigger, I find the AB drills a little bit harder to grab because I use tweezers for my AB drills. It's just a little bit easier to pick them up and place them. So when I do AB drills, I use one of these standard Diamond Art Club trays or whatever's within reach, because the ridges between the rows are just a little bit smaller. But anyway, let's get started here. So how's everybody doing? How's the weather where you are? Hopefully it's not too bad. We've had rain off and on all day, but here in West Texas, rain is a good thing. So even though it's been kind of a dreary, cool day, it's been not too bad. Temperatures have been above freezing, so the roads are fine. So all is well as we get more rain into our lakes, which is always a good thing here. So what's the weather like where you are? I know other parts of the country have been suffering a lot more than we have with snow and other bad weather. But we have been doing just fine here. My family's doing just fine. My kids work at Walmart. I've got my oldest kiddo gets off here at midnight. So we usually stay up late in our house because my oldest kiddo doesn't drive. So one of us, oops, keep that in the frame there. One of us has to go pick her up when she gets off work at midnight. We are working on getting her a driver's license, but with that kiddo, it's taken a little bit more time. She kind of fits into the special needs category a bit, so some of those milestones in life have taken her just a little bit longer to get there, but that's okay. We are very patient, and she's come a long way in the last year. She's got her job, and she's become a lot more responsible because of that. It's been really fun to see her grow over the past year in a very positive experience. So she's definitely headed in the right direction. So we will support her wherever we can and try to get her going. She's actually been interested in AI recently, and I know there are mixed feelings out there about AI in the art world, but there's a pretty big job opportunity for people who can learn to manipulate and use AI in ways that are helpful out there for businesses and other things. Now, I'm a meteorologist, so we're starting to talk about how AI can help us with things like weather forecasting. That's still a long way down the road, but in any case, my kiddo has been trying to learn more about what she can do with AI. IBM has a free course that she just signed up for, and she's been working with that, so we'll see where that goes. I was listening to the radio on the way home from taking her to work today, and they talked about how the AI job growth will be like 40% more jobs in AI over the next year. So probably not a bad thing to learn what it can do. As with anything new, there's a good side and a bad side, but definitely worth at least knowing a little bit more about it. Let's see what else. Not a whole lot going on in our world otherwise. I normally work Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 type job, but sometimes I work weekends. It depends on a few different things, but I've had a pretty laid back weekend. I didn't post too many videos because I was working on some crochet this weekend and didn't have as much time for diamond painting. So my husband has a very large family, and it's been kind of a tradition that maybe I shouldn't have started, but now I'm stuck with it. But each time somebody in the family has a baby, I make a baby blanket for them. And so his niece and nephew are expecting a baby. Or niece-in-law? Nephew? Well, his nephew and his wife, we'll just say that, are expecting a baby coming up here. They have a baby shower next weekend, so I was working on finishing up a crocheted baby blanket, and then I have another one I have to get started for another baby that's coming this summer in his family. So definitely busy on the crochet blanket front. So I do try to do several crafts. I'm a knitter as well. I like to knit and crochet and diamond paint. And if you've looked on my channel a little bit more, I also have some videos from some junk journals that I made a while back. I'm not sure if you are familiar with the junk journal, but if you're not, you might take a look on my page for videos about junk journals. So that's another way I spend my time doing different crafts. So leave me a comment. Tell me what's going on in your life. How's your weather where you are? What would you like to see on my channel? I'm not sure if these WIP and Chats are a thing you're really interested in, or if you want to see unboxings. I have a huge collection of diamond paintings that I could do unboxings for, but I know several of them have already been done, so I haven't really done too many of those. I actually got a Diamond Art Club order in a couple days ago that's still sitting there in the box, and I thought about doing an unboxing for that one, but it was a restock of a kit that has been around, so I may do that this week. We'll see. And I am almost impatiently awaiting a diamond painting that I bought on Black Friday for myself from Jaded Gem Shop. And if you've ever ordered from Jaded Gem Shop, you know that it does take some time, but it's definitely worth the wait on those. So I ordered this one on Black Friday. It was a special Christmas gift for myself, and I'm really looking forward to getting it, but there seems to be delays with getting it here. I know that a lot of it is the weather. I was supposed to get it Friday, according to UPS, last Friday. And then they updated and said I'd get it Monday. And then I checked over the weekend, and now they're saying I won't get it until Wednesday. It is sitting in Arlington, Texas, and I am in Texas. So usually when they hit the Dallas area, it's only another day before they arrive, so I'm not sure what is causing the delays there. But UPS is estimating I won't get that one until Wednesday, but when I do, there will definitely be an unboxing for that one, because I've really been waiting on that one for a while. I'm really excited about it, and I'd like to share that excitement with you, because as much as I'd like to share it with my family, and I do, they're not so interested in diamond painting. They try to sound interested, but it's just not their thing. So I'd rather share it out there with people who understand and know what it is and what I'm talking about. So I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you when it comes in. And I'm not going to say what it is. I'm going to make you wait for that. Let's see, what else is going on? Weather-wise, we're looking at rain for the first part of this week. Luckily, nothing frozen, so the weather shouldn't be too bad. Should finally get up to warmer temperatures. My light bills are awful when it gets cold because we are an all-electric house. So we definitely feel the pain when it gets cold. So I'm not looking forward to that. I had 2 drills stuck on my pen, so gotta fix that. There we go. Let's see. So what have you ordered lately? Are you waiting on a diamond painting that you're really excited about? Do you have something on your wish list that you're thinking about getting? I know people have different opinions on Temu, and I have my thoughts as well on that, but I do have a small order from Temu that's probably coming in a couple weeks, and I may or may not share it. It's not necessarily a bunch of diamond painting. Well, it's diamond painting, but it's not canvases. I like to use Temu for things like coasters and keychains and all those three-dimensional little goodies where licensing doesn't really become an issue. So I will have some of those coming because I do like a few simple projects from time to time. And my kiddo, my oldest, has a friend coming to visit us from Oregon and spending a little time here, so I got some little projects that I thought maybe they would be interested on working on while here. So I have that coming. We'll see. It may or may not show up on my channel. Yeah. Here I am trying to stick a diamond on, and there isn't one on my pen. I've mentioned before that my vision isn't the best, so sometimes I'll try to put a drill on upside down. I can usually tell by the feel when it's upside down. I'll have to fix it, but for the most part I can. Here's tiny trash. There we go. For the most part I can generally see what I'm doing, and I do have to use a light pad. But if you're unfamiliar with diamond dots here, they do have the round circles, and it's not too hard to aim them just right to cover up the white part of those circles. The dots seem to be pretty consistent in size, and they seem to fit on the canvas quite nicely. And the stick is very good on these canvases. You can push things around a little bit, but usually they're stuck down pretty good once you put them on the canvas. So, I find it kind of interesting that Diamond Dots has come out with these really budget-friendly kits. This is quite the opposite to their masterclass kits. I've looked at those several times. If you're not familiar, Diamond Dots has come up with these masterclass kits that are kitted up with special drills and large paintings, and they're come in a fancy box, and it looked really tempting, but every time I've thought about it, I've taken a look and said, nope, I just can't do it. The price point, it's pretty high for partials. I really am curious about the micro drills. I'd like to try them, but I just can't justify the price, and the images they have just aren't ones that I'm really interested in. So at this point, I don't see myself buying any of the Diamond Dots Masterclass. So they kind of went the opposite here with these kits from Walmart. Huge selection. I actually picked up now 6 of them because I do like working on smaller kits in between some of my larger squares. It's easy to take a little break and do something easy, and so that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to finish this one so I can move on. I will probably, for my next video, or one very close to next one, I will probably show how I work on my gigantic Josephine wall canvas, because I've seen a lot of people asking, well, how do you work on the big canvases? So I will probably do some sort of WIP and Chat, or at least a short video with it set up for diamond painting, and show how I deal with the giant paintings. There we go. So, let me know in the comments. What are you interested in seeing in my channel? Do you like the WIP and Chats, or would you prefer more unboxings? I want to show what you guys want to see. Do you want to see how-to type videos, like how to work on a giant canvas, or there's so many other how-to videos. I hate to try to copy what other people have already done, but if there's something out there that you want to see, feel free and let me know. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on that. I've also got another idea for another diamond painting. As a crocheter and a knitter, I know that temperature blankets are very popular, and a temperature blanket is where you knit or crochet a row in your blanket for each day of the year, indicating what the temperature was, either the high or the low or the average temperature for that day. So at the end of the year, you have a record of the temperature throughout the year. And I've tried it a couple times. I usually get bored by about February, March, and I've never completed an entire year. But I've seen on Etsy a lot of cross-stitch patterns where you do smaller areas. Some of them are just symbols, some of them are just one X on a little calendar. Lots of different things. There are trees with leaves, one leaf for each day based on the temperature. All sorts of neat designs out there. So I thought, why not make a temperature diamond painting? I know there's one company, I don't remember the name, I looked at it, but they're on Etsy and they create kits for diamond painting temperatures, kind of a calendar format. But I have something different in mind. So I'm toying around with different ideas. The biggest challenge will be picking out all the colors that I'd want to use, because I'm thinking a little more detailed. I'd probably go 30 colors instead of 10, because I like to see, I'm a meteorologist, so I do find the climate and temperature very interesting. There we go. So I'm playing around with the idea of making my own, but I haven't really gotten all the details worked out. I do have some blank canvases that I ordered from Amazon, and I have plenty of drills because I've ordered a couple of those boxes where you can get all the DMC colors in one box. So I do have a pretty good selection of drills that I can choose the colors, but it's just a matter of pulling that out, picking the colors, setting the temperature ranges, and then figuring out exactly what I'd like to do for the design. So that's another thought playing around in my head. I also have a couple of Heaven and Earth design cross-stitch conversions that I'm working on. I did not show them in my WIP and Chat because after I've done a little bit of each one, I'm kind of stepping back and reconsidering how I was doing them, and I might make some changes to that. But that's something else that I'm playing around with. I tried the method when I started. I can show them on a different video, but I printed out each sheet on paper, and then I laminated just one side, the front side, and I was trying to diamond paint each page individually with the thought of putting them together after I'm done, but I'm finding that to be not the greatest method because the seam does show and it kind of bugs me a little bit. So, oops. So before I go any further and spend too much time and waste too many drills on it, I'm kind of revisiting the idea and thinking about just ordering a blank canvas that won't be in a bunch of pieces like the printed pieces of paper are. So we'll see if those show up. One of the designs was a Josephine wall, I believe it's called Earth Angel. And the other one was called Beachcomber's Bounty, which was released by Diamond Art Club, but it sold out before I could get it, and then I think it briefly restocked and I missed it and it sold out again. So I have been unable to get that one, and it's very popular. I see people asking for it all the time on the D-Stash groups. So I think the best option, I'm not sure if they will reprint it or how long it would take. So I thought, well, the pattern is on Heaven and Earth Designs as a cross-stitch pattern, so I did buy it, and that is the cross-stitch conversion that I have. I've done about half of one page, and like I said, I really didn't like the idea of trying to put those individual sheets of paper together without the seams showing and trying to line them up exactly, so I have kind of stopped working on that one. And I believe that I will just buy a blank canvas for that. So those are a couple ideas and things I'm working on for the next year. How about you? Have you tried a cross-stitch conversion? What do you think of them? They do take a little more concentration and work, but it is a good way to get a design that you can't get another way. So, I don't have a whole lot more to talk about right now. I was just kind of testing this out. So I will leave you here and say goodbye for the evening. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll try to come up with more diamond painting content that you find interesting, but I really would like your feedback, so please leave in the comments what you're interested in seeing. And if you prefer, you can email me as well. I will leave my email in the comments. Let me know what you're doing. What are you working on? What would you like to see here? Well, if you made it to the end, I appreciate your time. And stay well, my friends. We'll see you next time.